everyone. Hello, dears. Especially thanks to our online viewers. Now we are at the second day of our battle within 50 companies. And as usual, I want to say thank to all of our sponsors. For the beginning, it's Huoba Company, makes more people engaged in creating a better future of crypto assets. Another one is big crypto exchange named Bitpax. Another one company is Neuronics, the platform which carries out online monitoring and subsequent analyze risk factors in existing ICO project presenting in a form of final evaluation of scoring. Another one is Kaspersky Lab, security of today's or nowadays for crypto projects as well. Crypterium is building a mobile application that will turn cryptocurrencies into money and you can spend it with the same easy way as a cash. We have two funds, Ultra Fund and Ultragrade. And the last one, Bitcoin Ox, the true crypto wallet with multi-currency, which is free. And now, I want to share if you, I want to remind you that yesterday we have prediction about Bitcoin Ox, and we have a chance to see what's going on with this market. At this moment, I'm going to share with you the information about prediction which been done yesterday. Here it is. Have a look. We have the prediction with yesterday for Bitcoin. Here it is. Now we're going on our market. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Okay, and the second prediction is here it is. And now we see the same on our market today. The prediction is correct. Now what we're going to do, we are trying to describe what's going on with on our website with voting. By the information from yesterday, we have at AI on top one, the crypto index. What we see from this moment, crypto index on the top, everything is good, and we're encourage our voters to do the same way. Have a look, Volentix and WebSpaceX goes behind them. What we have on VR yesterday, it will be the company named World Dopo. What we see now, Go Find XR is going ahead. I mentioned that World Dopo is second one, and we hope that this company became in front of it in near future. What we have in finance, yesterday we have the winner Acryl. Now Acryl is on top already, but Bitcoin OX goes, and we know that this prediction platform, its forecasting platform, also make best results. What we have in platform, we have equity yesterday, as well as tomorrow equity and U community. Very simple, it's just couple of votes. What we have in mining, yesterday Mine Block, today Mine Block is as well. I think this company is going on winner. Okay, now I'm going to stop my sharing, and I welcome to all of you. Just be online with us, and we are starting today's conversation open. Thank you.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
Dear customers, we are today welcome our Chief Technical Officer, Dmitry Solovyov. He is responsible for technical requirements and he's responsible for the teams and for the projects, made them clear for understanding how they are as company, how they are as projects should represent them in technical skills, yes, of course, in our huge and also very stable market at crypto economy at all. Dmitry Solovyov, you are welcome. It's online. Hello. Now your word and your opinion. What the projects should have for make success in the technical environment and technical skills to be somehow be represented in our industry.
Okay, I got a question. So the main point is about the technology in the startup is about the platform factor. Is this means that what about the strategy of this startup? Is it going to develop platform that could connect technology, different partners, and that could provide peer-to-peer communication on it? That's the most advanced business model that most of digital companies are using, and that's the probably the must for the new startups requirement. So other feature is about the what technology stack these companies using, what platforms, how are they popular in IT IT world,
IT environment. Yeah. Okay.
IT requirements. So the main point here is about the amounts of people using this platform. For example, if this is a new platform that have a few people, so the leverage won't be good enough. But if you're using the platform that uses millions of people, hundreds of thousands of people, of developers are coding it and developing, so that means that the only startup says I'm using this technology, that means the millions of users of that platform would be interested in this offer because the platforms are integrated to each other and the value is distributed in this ecosystem. So this is the second point. And the third point I'd like to mention is about the mobile strategy. What tools this startup is using for communicating with mobile audience? Are they using the chatbots? Are they using mobile apps or other, for example, web apps that are could be converted to mobile platform? So these are the main points that should new startup require in order to succeed in this area.
Okay, good. Am I clearly understood that, for example, as past 2 years or 3 years, a lot of companies launched their tokens, for example, on Ethereum platform. It has huge amount of community, yes, and at least I think I think I'm right. At least 90% of all the projects I launched there no platform. I launched their tokens. I launched their programming. They launched their I don't know logic on that platform also. Is it some succeed key, for example, be it on the Ethereum platform for make the project being happen in successful way? As I aware, if you are using, for example, Ethereum, it's not the must of the key be succeed because for example you also have to be prepared, also have to have a huge community, also have to be I don't know be spreading information all over big media conversation, also have community spaces in social medias as well as Facebook, as well as Telegram. I think yes, for sure. Technical implementation on the platform, which are now very stable and very affordable for the projects, of course, a big plus for them. But is it necessary enough? My question is in that way.
It's not necessary enough. It depends. Actually, technology provides the access to the ability, but the knowledge of using this platform provides the power of this platform. So it's not only necessary to connect to this or that platform and use this technology, but it's also necessary to provide education for team, for partners about how this startup is using this technology. Because if startup develops new knowledge of how to use this technology, so it will provide new value for as a product. So it
Okay,
is.
perfect, got it. And the second part of my questions would be, what do you think about new kind of blockchain platforms which are also able, like Ethereum, launch earn tokens? I'm talking about now about Tron, about EOS, about other platforms which are also able to, for example, they are have a lot of transactions. They are much more powerful. Of course, they are using another protocol, not proof of work as now in Ethereum yet, proof of stake or something else. Is it also, I don't know, be somehow helpful or be somehow easy to use for developers? Because part of them using, for example, JavaScript or using Golang, part of them, another one based on Ethereum, they are using Solidity, which are, I don't know, very close to Python or very close to JavaScript. Also, is it somehow be helpful or easy to affordable for programmers to write their smart contracts on them and launch their project on it?
Actually, all of these blockchains have their own ecosystem, and this partner ecosystem have different programs, different incentives, and different motivations for startups and developers to develop in this area. So I'd better say that if audience, if developers find the value in these incentives, in these programs, so that's the it could be the key point of the collaboration on this topic. And if there is no interest, if there is no connection in this field, so it's actually all these platforms would be the same, because no value could be leveraged in this solution.
Okay, and my last question. What kind of projects, I think, what kind of platforms, I'm sorry, do you expect being in on head edge, yes, on the front of our technology? Because now blockchains are developing and they are really engaging and are become much more than one Ethereum or, for example, ways which are no and is which are already done. I want to listen from you as developer, as technical specialist, to I want to understand which the goal or which the next direction for this industry. What are we have to look about? What are our next usage and which the trends are from now?
Okay, got it. So the first point is about the case is about where we could use this technology. For example, if we are talking about the Ethereum tokens, okay, I have wallet, I have few tokens on it, but what can I do with it? I could only send this to another wallet, or what options do I have? Actually, the more adopters come of this technology when the businesses, when the companies could adopt this technology in the form of different, for example, extensions, for example, payment gateways. For example, if we find e-commerce is a huge industry, but there is no crypto yet. But actually, if we could add a new payment solution to this e-commerce web stores, and it accepts crypto, so it's using, and we could connect to millions of users who are using these or that solutions. So the main point is about how we implement and how we use on the daily basis of this technology. So, and another part is I don't remember other points.
Okay, Dmitry, no, we don't have so much time.
Okay.
Now our conversation is close to end. I'm very thankful for you for your time. Very interesting to get information how technically it will be happening, how technically we have to be prepared for launching our project to the community to spread it all over the world. Thanks for your time again. Yes,
Okay.
Dmitry, you are welcome, and we're happy to have you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Hello, everyone. We're back. I want to remind about our today's session sponsor, Neuronics Company. It's rating analytical agency. And now with us, nice to meet you, Artyom. He is the CEO of Ubex company, UBEX AI at artificial intelligence in from Switzerland. Ubex AI AG. Your word.
Thank you very much. Very nice to meet you. Very nice to be here at this live show. Yes, so what we are doing, we are working on artificial intelligence in advertisement. We have launched a bit more than a year ago. We have conducted a token sale last year that finished in September last year. Probably you have seen lots of our ads, news, and information about us during the last summer. It was quite a successful one, and right now we are fully focused on the development and on delivery of what we promised.
Yeah. If you have a presentation, yes, you can share it with us and trying to speak about your platform.
So I was asked to talk about the current developments.
Yeah.
Yes, and now I'll show to you what we are doing and how is it done. Can you see the presentation now?
Yes.
Great. So basically, in our system, we have 4 key blocks, yes, which are related to online ads and to programmatic. The block number 1 is trading desk, which is fully related to programmatic. Then we have everything about the data. We have the ad network related to the placement of the ads by the publishers. And finally, we have the data mining system, where webmasters can share their data with us, and then they can trade their data. The last block, data mining, is already launched. So it's fully operational. It was launched in February, beginning of February this year. And every day we see an increase of 10% of the new data coming to us. So huge exponential growth. Yes, if there are webmasters right now or listening to you, you're welcome to join. Yes, you will be just earning some free cash additionally to what you are doing. It's really like 3 minutes to join. It's really easy. Yes, so just talking about what we do, we are focused on programmatic advertisement, which is optimized by artificial intelligence, by the neural networks. So we really show the people the ads that they want to see, nothing else. For example, like this cat, he wants to see fish. We don't show anything else to him, just fish, to optimize the turnover and to have as many clicks as possible here. Yes, and programmatic is definitely the biggest part of the market, of the advertisement market now, and the fastest growing. There is a whole number of white label solutions on the market. It's already around 20% of the total market, and it's the number one by the growth in ads. And that's on this slide. You can see how we have integrated the AI into the system. So in the traditional one, you don't have this Adam core part. Yeah, so it's just an algorithm that is a very smart algorithm, probably adaptive algorithm, but it's just a standard RTB protocol. We have used the RTB protocols, RTB protocol, the protocol of advertisements business, yes, programmatic advertisement. We used all types of protocol. We integrated them from protocol 2 to protocol 2.2, 2.3, 2.5, and 3. Google, for example, uses protocol 3. Yandex uses protocol 2. Chinese teams use protocol 2.5. So we have integrated them all, and we added analysis by the neural network on the top, as to avoid shows that are not necessary and to show the ads that are the most needed and the most profitable for the ecosystem members. Yeah. And yeah, here is a slide that I just made. This is a screenshot that I made today from my personal account from the data mining. So this is the counter that is installed on our own website, on Ubex website. So you can see it's easy. You have statistics. You have everything. Everything is easy to install, and it's paid by crypto to the webmasters. By crypto, I mean by our crypto, by Ubex tokens that are traded on exchanges anyway. Yes, so you can quite easily change it to Ether or to whatever. There are more than 10 exchanges already that have implemented Ubex and have listed Ubex. Yes, including opportunities to exchange directly to fiat on the Korean exchanges. Yes, and this is a blog that we're planning to launch really soon. This is a trading desk for advertisers. It's planned to be launched by in a few months. The first part will be launched actually end of this week, but other parts later. And here, advertisers will be able to place the ads by themselves without the usage of advertisement agency or a special programmatic provider. Plus, professional traders, which are working in RTB, like DSPs, like SSPs, like very professional traders in the advertisement market, can switch in, and they have access to advertisement inventory from all around the world. It's not just from one specific region, but from just everywhere. Meaning that, for example, a player from Korea can easily place ads in, I don't know, in Uganda, which is not really available today. Plus, execute the payments as the crypto part is integrated. Yes, and payments are with minimum commissions that are just allowed by the blockchain. Yeah, and I didn't want to go very deep into details because we don't have many time now. So here are some of my contact details. These are my personal contact details, but you can also ask all the questions in the Telegram group because we have quite significant community, over 50,000 members right now. Yes, feel free to join, ask, and we would be happy to give you some details about AI or the program developments. Do you have any questions specifically about AI part or not? Because as I heard, you were interested to hear some of the latest developments in AI.
You know, Artem, I personally don't clearly understand how to, explain what AI may be used on your platform or not. But as user, I'm really eager to know. You are mentioned a few minutes ago that your tokens is already listed on the Korean exchange. Which one is it?
On Probit.
On
Probit.
on Probit. Okay.
Probit
Perfect.
exchange. Actually, we have the largest community coming from Korea, and they really insisted to have it there.
I see, got it. To our online viewers, I want to remind that today is your choice. Today is your choice to do vote, for example, for this great project. I'm really happy that that okay. Please, if you don't, I want to say that close your presentation. Please be with us from face to face.
Yeah, sure.
Tom?
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
here.
perfect. Yeah. I want to remind to our online viewers that today is their go to vote. We have ranked all the projects listed on our website, New Economy. I'm very happy to having you here today within our conference. Yes, very interesting, and I'm happy to understand that this project is already launched. It's working, and you have a big success. Perfect, perfect. Very appreciated. Maybe you have a few words for our online users and customers.
Yes, I'm happy for your words. I just wanted to encourage your users and customers to test the platform, because yes, we have already launched, but we are still testing some of the small details, because we want to make it as easy to use as possible and need as much feedback as possible, positive and negative, because both are important, especially for the data mining piece, because it's fully operational. All the statistics is there. You can already test it completely and earn tokens as well. If you own the website, it's easy. So I'm just encouraging you to try to give some of the feedback to help us to get developed, and also to launch really breakthrough application in the ads, which we are developing right now, which are finishing to develop right now.
Okay, perfect. I'm also, say that want to remind that please vote, make your club be much more active in this industry, because very interesting and very huge projects now become on the scene in the blockchain industry. And I'm happy that advertising industry also, make their efforts and chances to be somehow being changed within blockchain sphere. Thank you, Artem, for your time. It will be a very great speech. Thanks a lot. And we'll be online a few minutes.
Great. Thank you, Sergey.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our second day for our crypto battle organized by New Economy Projects. It's everything is goes online, and now with us, new great project Acryl. It's a blockchain platform, and it presents Andrei Khrapov. Also with us, Dmitry Solovyov, our technical specialist, will also be has current opinion what the project about and maybe ask for very interesting questions, which I'm going to decide. Andre, it's your turn. We are alive.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrei Khrapov, and I am the Chief Marketing Officer of the Acryl project, Acryl platform. And right now, I'm going to show you our presentation and tell some highlights about our project. Just a moment, please. Oh, that's great. That's great. So the name of the project is Acryl. Acryl means advanced cryptologic. And the most important thing that you should know about our project is that it is a blockchain platform that was created by entrepreneurs, by us, for real business needs. If to look at the history of the project, it's been a long way. But in fact, the core team of the project, standing behind the project, our team, each of us is an entrepreneur, and we're people who have some real business projects. And during the last 3 years, we realized that we need the blockchain platform solution that will give us a chance and tools to solve some problems, some objectives in our businesses with the blockchain technology. And that's how the idea of the Acryl project was born. Oh, wait a second, please. So, something like a slogan or brand line of a project: blockchain to the masses for clear solutions. We built our project on the base of well-known Waves platform. You should know Waves platform. In fact, Waves is a fork of NXT platform. And during the last 2 years, Waves declared that they will give the market the clear and easy to use instruments and tools for business to use the blockchain in the business objectives. But occasionally, there were some problems with that platform. And above all, right now, the team of Waves turned on another project. It's called Vostok. It's something like government related to blockchain. And the Waves platform, in fact, is not in the focus of interests of the team who created that. We took the base of Waves platform, made something like a fork with some additions from our R&D team. And right now we use the base of the Waves platform for the Acryl platform. And you should understand that, in fact, there is no some technological innovations in the Acryl project. All innovations that we created is based on the customer experience and community participant experience. So how did we manage to do that? In fact, the main innovation of the experience of people who use Acryl platform is the thing that we call innovative type of miners. All of us know that usually blockchain projects use ICO method of starting their projects, initial coin offering, but we decided to do initial node offering. The problem with Waves platform is that there are no miners, no physical miners that people can touch, that people can use. There are, due to that is a leasing proof of stake mechanism of consensus, there are some virtual nodes. And the mass market actually can get a meaning of what does it mean and how can they use it. People know that blockchain, people can mine blockchain. People can mine Bitcoin through using the ASIC miners or some other miners. they can buy that computer processor and use it and get coins. But it's very difficult to understand for ordinary people how to use virtual nodes. And that's why you should hear about that. You may hear about that Waves platform, in fact, right now doesn't really decentralize platform, because about 70% of nodes connected with some group of people, and there were a certain amount of um, rumors in the community that Waves platform, in fact, doesn't decentralize. How we decided to solve that problem in our project, because for real business solutions, we need a real decentralized platform where a lot of people will be the miners or holders of nodes, and we provide that true decentralization. We decided to bring to the market the device. We call it Acryl node. In fact, it's just in a computer, branded computer, with a program application that allows it to work in the Acryl platform to earn some coins, Acryl coins. And for ordinary people, it's just as simple to understand as they can understand Bitcoin mining right now, nowadays. So that solution, right now, with that solution, we easily sell our nodes for different people. They may be experts in the field of blockchain, they may not be experts, but they easily can understand what that thing is. And due to the process, we've set up a goal for that current year to, in an ideal case, we believe that we can sell about 10,000 nodes, and in fact, we will have a network, a blockchain network, with 10,000 independent nodes spread all over the world, in an ideal case. But right now, we have some amount of nodes in Russia, but it's just a matter of time. So that's the core innovative idea of the project. Because in fact, leasing or proof of stake, or leasing proof of stake in our case, principle of consensus is very convenient. It's very fast. In fact, Waves implemented about 1 year ago a next generation protocol, NG protocol, that due to tests showed about 5,000 transactions per 1 second. And that speed of transactions is very important for real business needs. And it's a great technical set, but the problem with decentralization is very strong, and we decided to solve that problem with that way. In fact, we see the purposes of our platform not to just sell nodes and to build that real true decentralized network, but to bring services for real business. And what services you may think about that aspect? For example, the easy and understandable type of service is storing information in a distributed database. By the way, right now we have our affiliated project. One of our projects is called T45 Investments. You can check this in the web. You can check this in the Telegram channel. A lot of information about that. The project is based on distributing some market analysis, market brief, short briefs with some data for private investors in order to help them make decisions with their investments. And one of the most important USP proposition of the project is that the strategy that in fact is a core of that investment project, investment briefs, the strategy is really profitable, about 30% per year, so it's just really profitable. But people cannot believe that just if we just say that, oh, you will earn so much money. In order to give them the reason to believe, we use blockchain. We use distributed database to write the data of real-time data of trades, market trades, due to that investment strategy. In order to people will be able to check the real how in fact profitable that strategy. And on the first stage of the project, we use various platforms. We use various platforms, but after that, realized that we need some more functionality for that aspect. And after that, right now, we're moving with that project from Waves to Acryl platform. So that's just the one simple use case. The other simple use case of the Acryl project for the business is to make the loyalty program on blockchain. It is also based on our business background, because we already have a few companies that are really interested in starting their loyalty program based on blockchain, and the Acryl platform will be able to make that very easy. That's the two simple examples. You have to take some view on our highlights. Let me show you that picture. So our team is full of crypto enthusiasts who accumulated the most effective technologies, but also we are entrepreneurs. And that's is very important thought, because we're not only another team that tries to bring something new on that market to make some kind of revolution in blockchain. No way. We are the team of people with practical thinking. We want to solve real problems. We want to solve the problem of how real business can use all the advantages of blockchain technology. And that's why the Acryl project is existing. So the second highlight, the basis of technology is fork of NXT and Waves platform, as I already mentioned. The third one highlight that the basis for building a decentralized network is initial node offering. So we made nodes, physical nodes, real computers that people can buy, people can earn coins for that. And that's how we will build a real decentralized network all over the world, based on using proof of stake principle of consensus. That is also an important thing. So Acryl also provides high motivation for the holders of nodes due to the progressive mining model. By now, during the process of building that decentralized network of nodes holders, we provide them with we provide the liquidity of our coin by our own money, in fact. But it's just a matter of time, because when a few real business projects will use Acryl platform, after that we'll get the liquidity of the coin, and there will be no need in that artificial supporting of the Acryl coin rates and prices. Also, Acryl attracts network members by providing easy entry into mining and accessible and understandable even for non-professionals. You should also understand that right now a lot of people have heard about Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think, but they do not understand some other technologies. And we're here to bring that in other way, in some more understandable way. So Acryl platform, Acryl project, it's easy, it's convenient, and it's efficient. Of course, we have some tools. For example, we have customized wallet and client that provides convenient access to all functions of the platform. You can check the design. I think the design is pretty awesome on that picture. So client available on desktop and mobile formats. So it's very convenient to use. Also, we have high transaction speed, as also mentioned. We have internal decentralized exchange, DEX, no platform commission for deposit, multi-currency, instant transaction confirmations, and a lot more technical features that also can be found in Waves platform, and they can be found in our platform in Acryl project. That's how Acryl node looks like. It's quite stylish, I think. and is in fact how right now we promote that thing and market, how we build our marketing of that equal nodes for the mass market. So in fact, we say that it's just a few simple steps. It's a box mining solutions, all in the box solution. Just a few simple steps for ordinary people to take a step into the mining and cryptocurrency industry and earn coins, earn money. The first step, the person can purchase and install the device at home or in the office. And what's also some other important things, due to proof of stake principal consensus, equal nodes, they're quiet, they requires a little electricity because there's no some big processor or some process of minings if you compare it with ASIC miners, for example. So person just install it in the office or at home. The second step, person connect device in a few very simple steps to the network application, set some wallet settings, and the third step, just get daily income. Person can check the current income in the mobile client, can exchange it on BTC, on Bitcoin, earn his profit, and just be happy. So it's something like that in few words. In few words, I think that it would be great to tell you more about our projects through answering questions of experts. And I think that right now I'll just stop the desktop demonstration and let's get back to our conversation. Do you see me?
Yeah, we see you.
Yeah, sure. Andrei, we are very thankful for you for really good and amazing presentation of new kind of blockchain platform. You know, to be frank, you are mentioned very good abbreviation, initial node offering, because now on the market we have initial exchange offering, and you are bringing new kind of aggregation or new kind of presentation also, which our projects have to be dedicated. Dmitry, what do you think about that? Now it's your turn.
I think that this solution would find its audience and business needs. But I have a few questions. How many nodes are operating right now in your blockchain?
Oh, sorry, can you repeat the question? How many nodes?
How many nodes are already operating in your system?
Right now, about 100 nodes by now, by current moment. And let me explain that. In fact, we began the process of nodes cells for the few months. Let me tell you that. In fact, just at the end of the January, we just started the project. Yes. So it's just a matter of time. Right now, it's about 100, but believe me, after a few months, there will be far more nodes in our network.
Okay, that's okay. And what's the average price for the node?
Okay. Right now, we have some kind of a dynamical pricing model, and right now, current price of one equal node equals 1,400 United States dollars. So we began with 1,300, and right now it's 1,400. And due to the process of project empowering, the price of one node will be increasing.
Okay. And for example, if I buy this node for 1,400 dollars. So, what is the average return on my investment? From one point, this is the small part. It's a small gadget. It looks like something cool that would be standing on my desk and like a souvenir, like a merchant. But from the other side, that's the technological.
Yeah.
That's technological thing, and that's the tool for generating money. So, for example, if I invest $1,400 to this node, so in how many months I will return my investment?
About between 6 and 7 months, you will return your investments in that device. Because right now, due to current exchange rate of a real coin, month income equals about $200. So 6-7 months, and you'll get back your investments. And after that, you'll earn your extra profit.
Dmitry, if you don't mind, yes, I have one more addition question to the.
Yeah, of course.
You know, all of nodes which are now connected, it's your own created devices, or I don't know, for example, download node and run it on my computer.
I'm sorry, for example, can you repeat the question?
Yes, for sure. All of nodes which are now working on a network are your created devices, which we see on in a presentation, or I can just download the node and also the.
No. Right now, due to our distribution model, we distribute only the real nodes. Because if we'll begin to just sell virtual coins, virtual nodes, it will destroy the philosophy of the project that is based on the idea that we want to get the real decentralized network with a lot of people, ordinary people, that will hold the nodes and that will just think that just another mining solution, and it will be very simple because that's our philosophy right now. Just the one way to become the real node owner, to buy the device.
Okay, yes, got it. Dmitry, maybe another kind of question concerned to the technology.
I want to clarify a little bit the model of INO, initial node offering. So if we compare your solution with, for example, Dash coin, where there are miners, there are nodes, master nodes who own more than 1,000 dashes on their account, and who actually creates the rules how the system is operating. So if we compare this model to your solution, so did I understand correctly that miners and master nodes are the same person at all in your model?
Not let me say that thing. Not exactly, but let me give a chance to. In fact, no. In fact, there are some window for a thing that you call master nodes, but the point is not to use that principle of building the consensus.
Our you have a model of the consensus.
Yes. So the key idea to bring that, so as I said, decentralization through that spreading for a lot of people, that nodes. Because if I understand you correctly, you mean that do we have some master nodes that will in fact rule the network?
Yeah.
Yes,
or take extra money for different services they provide.
There are some options. I'm not sure that I am able to give that's the big question. In fact, I'm not sure that it's convenient to give the whole information right here during our conversation, but just as in order to answer that in some way, our purpose not to destroy that balance in the field of decentralization, because there are some options that we can estimate as a master nodes, but in fact that's not our point. We do not want to destroy that philosophy that we're standing on.
Okay.
Okay, guys, Dmitry, Andrei, I'm sorry, but our time is very close to over. It's very interesting discussion, and I'm happy to have you, Andrei, here, to have you, Dmitry, also. I think these amazing projects, they come to successful. Yes, it will be happen, and a lot of companies go to use it in their projects, in their business. Andrei, thanks a lot for your time. Also,
Thank you so
Dmitry,
much.
to our audience, do remember, vote for this project, make it rating, because at the end of the day, we are going to introduce or to and make the goal of the day. We are making rate from 1 to 3 the best projects for the day, which are pitched and which represent each others. Thanks a lot, guys. See you, audience. Don't make it late. Couple of minutes, and we're getting back.
Okay. Bye bye.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Hello, everyone. We're back again. Today with us is the CEO of Hubris One project, Utku Kerem Gulchek. But before beginning, I want to mention that we are going to vote by our audience for the projects. Just to welcome this one. Hubro is your.
Okay, first, just a correction. I am CMO, not CEO. CEO is Ivan. He's in London.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. This is Utku. I am the Chief Marketing Officer of Hubris One. Just a quick information about my background. I am an ex-chemical engineer who has vast experience in distinct industries, which is uncommon for chemical engineers. As I have taken a wrong decision in my career, I've put it into a dead end. And then, 2 years ago, I just quit my job. And till then, I've been investing in ICOs, trading cryptocurrencies. I had a failure of entrepreneurship during this time. For the last 6 months, I'm working with the team, Hubris One, the core team. Yes, I am the CMO, but we're a startup and we do various tasks. Enough about me. Let me introduce you a little bit about Hubris One. What is Hubris One? Let's start with that. Hubris One is an all-in-one cryptocurrency-friendly current account, which I prefer to call it as a personal financial hub. There's a reason I call it like that, because it has many features, such as instant and low-fee cross-border money transfers or payments, providing instant current accounts after passing KYC AML, and the management portal, like you can manage all the assets you have, not just one single cryptocurrency exchange, all of them, or in addition, the stock markets, traditional stocks, etc. And we provide lending fiat money as putting collateral of your cryptocurrency. And we'll provide a debit card, which enables you to pay anywhere around the world or online by using your fiat money or the cryptocurrency you have in your HPRS wallets. And we'll have an exchange feature. It will be our own exchange, but within the app you will have all the exchange tasks to be completed. In addition, we provide fiat gateway for cryptocurrencies, and a third-party marketplace where users will be able to buy the goods or the services which third-party provides. We have a business model based on several fee structures. This is the best part of Hubris One, which I like most. And I use this as a marketing tool all the time. That our business, although it has many cryptocurrency features and technologies and its own token itself, it is independent of the market sentiment. If it's bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter. The business continues. I call it bear market resistant. As for the revenue streams, we have monthly fees for users which prefer to be premium, which automatically opens some features within the app. And we will have cryptocurrency exchange fees. On top of that, business to business and peer-to-peer marketplace. There are problems within the ecosystem which we offer solutions. One of the biggest problems of the cryptocurrency ecosystem is that there is a lack of on and off ramps for cryptocurrencies. You know, if you have tried to open an account at Kraken or Coinbase, it takes weeks, and then you get your Bitcoin or Ethereum, and then you go to another exchange and you pay fees, you wait for transaction times, and then you buy your altcoin. The opposite takes some time too, and fees. Hubris One, since we gather a lot of features in the app, it solves this problem. And another problem that we offer as a solution is the high fees and the slow transaction times of cross-border money transfers. You know, we have a system called SWIFT, which is an old system, doesn't change, and there are a lot of middlemen which take high fees, at times reaching 30% of the total amount of money transferred. Yeah, we do it like implementing Stellar blockchain, and on the other side of the blockchain there will be our partners which locally handle the transactions, and the users will get money in their national currency in their bank account, most correctly in their Hubris One account. Yeah, Hubris One includes, enables users to combine all their assets, as I've explained, including their bank accounts, so that they can manage and monitor them. And the other one is there's at the moment cryptocurrency ecosystem is so immature. It's not. I mean, it brings a freedom to people to pay and transact, but since it's not highly accepted and used, people. This freedom is somehow limited. This is another problem that we have solutions. As a general view, as the solution we provide is a complete digital multi-current account with cryptocurrency wallet integrations, instantaneous cross-border transfers, and wealth aggregation.
Okay, Utku, I'm sorry for interrupting. Just we have only a couple of minutes. I want to, from our audience, just ask for one question, if you don't mind. Question from Nick Lees.
Sure.
Yeah, just for what regions do you plan to offer your service initially, and now and in the future? Just we want to know, just market audience.
Yeah, sure. In the first phase, this includes 2019. We will release the app in Q3 in UK and EU, but our 5-year roadmap covers the whole world. Second phase will be USA, and third phase will be APAC region, and the final phase will be South America.
Okay, perfect. I want to remind for the audience that your project is on the top of our rating, and now we're going to vote for it much more actually and actively. Yes, thank you. I'm very glad to have you here today. We are going to be back with a couple of minutes. Thank you, Utku.
Thank you for having me.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks a lot.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
Hello, dears. Welcome back. Today is second day of our huge conference. and I am pretty happy to welcome Mark Enstead. He is the head of business development of Project Hydro, and now he is going to talking about his project, make presence, and welcome to all of you. Mark, stage is yours.
Thank you. Sergey, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. And for everybody watching, I hope you are able to learn something new about while you're watching this conference, and more importantly, what we're doing specifically at Project Hydro and what we're building. So now I'm going to share my screen and basically go through a little bit of a presentation for you guys. Alrighty. Let's move this thing over here. All right. So in essence, Hydro is essentially a decentralized ecosystem for financial services. When it was created, it was basically jump-started by a fintech firm in New York City called Hydrogen Platform. They're a pretty large fintech company, and they're working with a lot of Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies. And they realized back in 2017, when the Equifax hack occurred, there was about 150 million users or consumers that were affected by that leak. And they realized, okay, how can we find a solution for this? How can we make businesses and the end users more secure? And after a bunch of meetings and conferences, they realized we need a blockchain solution, because obviously they've been in the blockchain field or invested in cryptocurrencies for a while. So they had a lot of understanding about what the underlying technology was and how they can bring out a usage for, I guess, both businesses and users alike. So what Hydro is and what we're building are a bunch of smart contracts, APIs, dApps, which is a decentralized application, a dApp store, which is pretty much finished. We're just doing a reskin on it. And of course, the Hydro token. All of our protocols and smart contracts are completely free to build on and integrate for both businesses and users alike. So there are 6 phases as a part of our project. The first phase is Raindrop, and that basically deals with authentication. We'll be diving deeper into each one of these a little bit later on. The second one is Snowflake. The third is Ice. Fourth is Tide. The fifth one is Mist. And the final phase is Hail, which was a little fun fact. Hail was actually an idea that was brought on by one of our community members, and realized that we were able to use different protocols that we were already building to essentially create a new product that is extremely necessary for the future of a lot of the things that we're building. So now let's jump into actual like the actual phases and what we're doing in each one of them. So the first phase is Raindrop, and that deals with authentication. It basically enables people to build any type of authentication solution, and you're probably pretty familiar with Google Authenticator or Authy, which are probably the two main two-factor authentication solutions out there right now. Raindrop, on the other hand, functions in the opposite manner. So instead of having a user go and enter the 6 digits onto their website. So, for example, if you're using Google Authenticator, you always have to go in on your mobile device and enter in 6 digits onto the computer. Like, let's say you're logging in onto an exchange. This could be basically any exchange that you're trading on. And you go in, you enter those 6 digits that are basically using a TOTP algorithm, and you enter those in onto your computer. So what's the issue with that? Like, that's the big question. Well, first of all, you can be extremely prone to phishing. You can be impacted by SIM swaps. And one of the other big issues is that a hacker, once they have your username and your password, they can just create a bot that just spits out random 6-digit numbers and is able to eventually get into your account. And that's a big, big issue because there's a lot of experienced people who have had their accounts breached, even though they're using 2FA. So how does Raindrop work? Okay, it works in the opposite manner. So instead of entering in these 6 digits onto the desktop, you're given those 6 digits on the on like your web page. So let's say you're logging in onto an exchange, whether it's Binance, Wobi, OKEx, or anything like that. Assuming the protocol is integrated, a 6-digit number will be brought up onto the web page, and you're required to enter those 6 numbers onto your mobile device. And it basically connects and communicates via APIs. So the only way that you can log in onto that account is by entering those 6 digits in on that one specific mobile device. So in order to hack in onto that one person's account, they have to hack in onto every single mobile device on the entire network, which is virtually impossible. Not only that, it can help protect you from SIM swaps. It can help protect you from being phished, because if you're logging on to a phishing website, it'll basically say that the code is not correct, and you'll realize, oh crap, like I'm not on the right website. So that's Raindrop in a nutshell for you. The second phase is Snowflake, and we're actually going to be showing a little bit of a demo of what you can do with Snowflake later on. Snowflake, in essence, is a digital identity management protocol, and this enables people to have more control over their user identity. This is basically what we imagined to build after the Equifax hack. So assuming that a company is using a protocol like Snowflake, users are able to have a much more trustless environment and know that their private information is being as secure as possible, as all of this is blockchain based. And some of the things that you can do with Snowflake is not only with KYC and onboarding users, as you'll see later, but you can also build different types of payment applications, or dApps, which is a decentralized application. And that can deal with P2P payments by paying via your EIN, which is your Ethereum identification number. Or you can build lending or mortgage dApps and tie in third-party credit scores to enable a complete trusted environment for all of your users. Our third phase is ICE, and this deals with document management and document signing. So when someone is going to basically sign a document, like let's say you're going to an insurance company. I was doing some work with some life and health insurance about or life and disability insurance a few years ago. And whenever you have to sign a legal document, you always have to have a witness signature. So with ICE, one of the big benefits, and this isn't approved by um, law yet, but it is something that we're looking to do down the line. And one of the things that you'll basically be able to do is remove the need for a witness signature, because by tying in Snowflake, which is our digital identity management protocol, you are able to prove that when you're signing a document, it is actually you signing it via your biometrics. So by tying in all of these different protocols, it makes for essentially, I've mentioned it before, a much more trusted environment, and that's essentially what you want to have when you're dealing with any business or consumer. And with document management, this is going to be really beneficial because we'll be able to leverage IPFS, which is Interplanetary File System, and you're going to be able to transfer files easily to anyone, anywhere around the world, and basically tie all of that back to your EIN, which is your Ethereum identification number. Tide is our fourth phase, and this deals with payments, which is obviously a big deal with blockchain and cryptocurrency as a whole. The actual protocol that we're going to be building, which is actually in development right now, enables for recurring payments, so like subscription payments. So let's say you want to go and pay for a subscription on Netflix or Hulu, Amazon, or anything like that, or even to pay your monthly bills for your utilities at your home. This is something that Tide will be very helpful with. We're actually in communication with a lot of different companies to, to enable a sort of premium feature by enabling virtually any cryptocurrency to be paid on a monthly basis. Now, this is something that's obviously been a very big deal for using smart contracts, because there have been a lot of inabilities for like Bitcoin and Ether to be enabled to do some of these types of things. Now, along with Tide, you're able to build invoicing dApps, gift card dApps, and even interest dApps, because all of these applications are tied back into Snowflake, which is our digital identity management protocol. Our fifth phase is MIST, and this deals with artificial intelligence. With MIST, basically anyone will be able to build and deploy an AI dApp onto their platform, which is obviously a very big deal. I'm pretty sure anybody who is in technology, if, whether they realize it or not, is using AI probably about 100 times every single day when they're browsing around on the internet. It's kind of a scary thing, but our data is being used for improving artificial intelligence, and basically any SME or MNE, which are small and medium enterprises or multinational enterprises, are going to be able to have access to this. Our sixth phase is Hail. And as I mentioned before, a little fun fact about Hail is that it was brought on by one of our community members. And a lot of people have been gaining a lot of interest with security tokenization, which is what Hail is all about. And with Hail, anybody around the world, whether you're an artist, you own real estate, or you're a company who is trying to build a security token rather than have like a stock for your company, you will able to build and deploy your own security token using Hail. We're in talks with a ton of different organizations right now and different companies who have a lot of interest with security tokenization. A lot of different projects out there right now are um, in this same type of field, and it's, in my opinion, going to be absolutely massive. Now, along with Hail, um, we're pretty much bringing a one-stop shop for the end user, which is pretty amazing. With a lot of different projects, they're missing the identity factor, which is something that we're actually able to bring to the table. And we're also planning to build a fully compliant security token exchange. So, in essence, with Hail, you're going to be able to build, deploy, trade, buy, and sell security tokens all on one platform, which is obviously a very big deal. So, with all of this stuff together, we're pretty much trying to build the decentralized future. And now I'm actually going to give you guys a little bit of a demo about one of the applications that was actually built by one of our team members, Noah Zinsmeister, which is called Snowmo. Oops. All right. So Snowmo is built using the Snowflake protocol, and that is our digital identity management protocol. Now, it is also built with an EIP, which is an Ethereum Improvement Proposal that we built last fall, which is ERC 1484, which is a digital identity aggregator. And by using both of these, we were able to basically build a P2P payment application similar to like Cash App or Venmo. And with this, people are able to use a permissionless application without even needing to use MetaMask or even know that they're using MetaMask, which is obviously like a really big deal. So what you can do is you obviously go in, you enter the dashboard. And by the way, this is on testnet. We're waiting for Snowflake to be deployed to the mainnet. And that should be done in the next 2, 3, or 4 weeks. We're just basically doing a reskin on our dApp store. So here you are on the wallet. You have your EIN, which is your Ethereum identification number, and you have some testnet Hydro. So what you can do is you can go in and you can send to virtually any EIN. So let's go and send to 100.
Mark, I think you
Yeah.
can turn off the presentation.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, do you want me to still show the Snowmo?
No.
Oh, so are we good?
Yes.
Oh.
Go ahead. Just continue.
Okay, sure. So what you can do is you can go and send to virtually any EIN and send any amount of Hydro to them. So let's send 1,000 Hydro, and we can say any type of message that you want if they allow it. So you can go and send it, and once that gets sent, you're just waiting on the transaction for that to be confirmed. And it's done. So now I've sent 1,000 hydro to the EIN 135. One of the other things that you can do with Snowmo is you're able to go in and by using Uniswap, which is a decentralized exchange, you can go and basically buy on here a digital couch, which is being charged 201 hydro, which is obviously one DAI.
Mark, if you don't mind, yes, we don't have so much time. It's extremely interesting also for me. I really appreciate your great project. In my understanding, you have to spend a lot of time and the huge of resources to implement it. I understood that much more of them is already done, but another kind of them have to be done. We're just very eager to know where everything will be ended and launched. Just give us, some advice.
Sure. So yeah, Snowflake is the second protocol that we built that is already finished.
Wow.
We're just waiting for. So I should say from the start, Raindrop is completely finished. We already have a bunch of integration partners with that. Already have applications built out on top of it as well. Snowflake is also finished. That's on testnet. We're just waiting for the dApp store to be built out or I'm sorry, it's already built out. We're just doing a reskin on it. And that should be done in the next probably like 30 days or so. And once that's done, we're going to push Snowflake onto the mainnet. ICE is going to be finished in Q2. Tide is our payment protocol, and we've actually already started development on the smart contract for the recurring payments. On a roadmap, we said that was going to be finished by Q3, but obviously, we're already starting on that. Mist is going to be finished in Q4, and Hail will also be finished. The whole scope of it will be finished in Q4. We have already started development on the security tokenization smart contract.
Okay, perfect, Mark. Very great project, very interesting, and in my understanding, this is the real future of blockchain industry, which we are realized. A lot of problems have to be solved. I think our viewers and online subscribers also go to vote for your project. Yes, and we are looking for the end of this process tomorrow. Mark, thanks a lot for having you here. I wish very good luck to your project, to you, and we are eager to know what's going on our rating between this great battle. Thanks a lot, Mark.
Awesome, man. Thank you for having me out here, and for all of you viewers, I hope you learned something, and feel free to come to our Telegram chat or ask us any questions. We're happy to answer them.
Thanks a lot. Yes.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronix user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Welcome to New Economy Media. I'm Blaine Gates. Welcome, everyone. Today we have an exciting guest. For thousands of years, people have been looking to fortune tellers to understand the future. And now we're looking to Andrew Osin. He's a PhD in computer science and a mathematician. Hello, Andrew.
Hi.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I can just in brief. I'm PhD in computer science, like you said, and I finished as one of the famous Moscow University, and I worked in some companies, technology company like Huawei, and now I'm working for the company in Moscow here for the prediction of some new thing. And now we can go to this topic.
Fantastic. So you have an exciting new product. Can you tell us a little bit about the future?
Oh, yeah. This product is related to our nearest future. We are focused on the data comes from the market, the cryptocurrency market, and we know that all of the investors in this market interested in the nearest future. For example, what's the prices for the pairs will the in the nearest week, for example, for the next day, day after next, and the other days. And our products try to make the accurate forecast for this situation. And our product related not only the cryptocurrency market, but also we are working with other stocks, with real things like currencies and gold, silver, and many other things. We can try to predict everything that we can collect based on the data.
Fantastic. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where people discuss different patterns in the charts, and they try to say, well, this is what happened in the past, and so this is what's going to happen in the future. But you're actually using math. Can you explain a little bit more how it works?
Yes, I think everybody try to use math, and if you are good in it, you try to do it better and better. We have a very good team, some Doctor of Science, PhD, and other technical staff who help us to be more confident in this topic. And of course, we know about all the models that already used in this area. And we use some regression approaches, we use time series approaches, we use machine learning, neural networks, all of this, we know about this, and we use this information and combine it all together in order to be more accurate. We try to improve our forecasts based on this. But also we introduce our own approaches based on our own ideas. It's, for example, we try to find the dependencies between the data that we have now and the data we can collect now. It means that if something changed now, maybe it will depends on something will be changed in the future. It's a very simple explanation of the algorithms and approaches we use. And also we use some hypothesis approach that help us to combine different forecasting methods, because sometimes it's work good, sometimes it's not. That's why we need to understand which methods we believe more. This is also our own controlling method for the forecasting. So we have more than 200 forecast methods now in our portfolio, and we try to control it more efficiently based on our own ideas.
All right, so your new product helps an investor to reduce the number of possibilities that might be in his mind for which cryptocurrency he might invest in, or stocks and bonds.
Yeah, our main purpose is how to predict the trends, when the trends will start to change, when it will be start to grow, and then start to drop down. This is the most interesting points for all the investors. Currently, we talking about 1 week. For example, we try to understand the situation for the next week for the investors. Will be the changes happened, for example, and this is the main focus of our algorithm now.
Oh, can you tell us a little bit about, like, specifically, what are the benefits that a client might get from your company that they might not get from one of the competing products?
The benefits, it's of course, it's worked online on the fly. We try to produce the very fast algorithm that can help help the investors get the information not only the daily base, but we try to switch from daily to hour based predictions. It must be very fast algorithms and fast and accurate. This is the important. And also we try to make the choice for the investors, because investor has a lot of such kind of algorithms, and whom to believe better. It's our task. We need to choose the best algorithms that we believe give the investors better forecasting in the nearest future. This is also our important task.
Well, it sounds like your product is about guessing the future. Can you tell me what your future is going to be like? How are you guys going to change, and how are you going to adapt to any new products or changes in the market?
It's a very interesting question. I think if our products will give the good results, it will have a very great future and everybody will use it, and everybody will try to understand and use it for their own business. I think this is the main important point for all the people who try to use the forecasting.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. That's really exciting news, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Okay, see you later.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronix user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
Hello all, we're back. We're glad to meet you here in our Without Grid conference organized by New Economy. And I want to mention that this session sponsor is Cryptarium platform. And I'm happy to welcome Valentin Korsunsky with his project Neuro Machine. I want to mention that please vote for our project and asking your question in our chat. Valentin, it's your turn.
Good day, all. I'm glad to be here tonight, and also I want to represent my project. It's called Neuro Machine. This project is some kind of a platform that providing possibilities for managing crypto assets and exchanging information about the world of cryptocurrency between trusted sources. We focused on user-friendly interface and allows you to enter a new level of crypto interactions. Our mission is we at Neuro Machine believe that the technology of the blockchain and cryptocurrencies has firmly entered our lives, and we can only make the products of these technologies more simpler and understandable for as many people as possible. Neuro Machine has global priorities: ensure of the availability of financial literacy to the public, and make cryptocurrency processing as simple as possible, provide access to proven knowledge and ability to test your knowledge. It's more about trading of cryptocurrencies. So,
Valentin, you know, if you have a presentation, you could share it with us. It will be cool.
sure.
Perfect.
Perfect. Wait a second, please. Yeah. So, like I said before, our main goals is to involve all humanity in a beautiful world of cryptocurrency. For now, it's on the ICO stage. We have soft cap and hard cap. It will on the second stage from the 1st March of 2019. So why we have chosen to do this platform? There is some kind of basic problems in cryptocurrency for nowadays. It's bad popularization. Cryptocurrency is a very difficult thing to understanding for now. Mostly of products of cryptocurrency are too complicated, and there is lack of simple infrastructure, and not enough products ready for massive usage for the average users. I mean, it's a lot of mistrust nowadays. This distorted information and fraud, and as in trading, especially in trading of cryptocurrency, this is one problem. One basic problem is capital preservation. High, it means high volatility, giant giant losses of time and effort. More than no, basically we have more than 2,000 of cryptocurrencies working. I mean, working cryptocurrencies after they pass their ICO or ITO or etc. And this is a huge amount of information that needs to be checked and stored properly. So in 2018, we have survey of 250 professional traders, and in the identified their needs. There is 4 basic needs of professional traders: tools for trust capital management, opportunity to earn in crypto economics, needs for a social realization, and easy convert fiat funds into cryptocurrency and backward. The experience of crowdfunding on a closed ICO made it clear for us. Regular people, average people, want to invest and get income without having knowledge in the field of cryptocurrency. 86% of users cryptocurrency are members of crypto exchanges for now. And that's how we get our market, the vision of our market, I mean. So what is solutions? Narrow machine, NRM is our token here. What is our solutions? Managing of crypto assets and sharing information about the world of cryptocurrency, built on blockchain technology, basically. Trust capital management based on smart contracts. I can show you. Wait a second, I need to switch on the next. Yeah. This is our decentralized trust management system. it's one investor, and it's several professional traders. All of these have ratings based on sharp index, and the platform is designed to connect it investors with professional traders. Basically, we lower risks for investors as low as possible through the diversification of their crypto assets under trusted management. So there never be such situations that one single trader is totally in charge of all your crypto assets in our platform. And in the end of every month, in the end of every month, there will be auto rebalances. So the traders that have good results, they will have more of crypto assets of our investors. So basically, traders can be anonymity, can save the anonymity, and you can trust only by the ratings. All ratings will be written in the blockchain. Also, it's very helpful to more trust between investors and professional traders. So let me back to the presentation. And here's the thing. Next solution is the tools for beginners and pros. We design all new tools for traders that can help to stop losing your time. It's time losing is a big problem for the professional traders and for beginners too. Later I will show you some kind of here we have our interface, and later I will show you how it works on the video. It takes more than 30 seconds.
You know, Valentin, I'm sorry, we don't have enough time. Yes,
sure.
If you don't mind, you can switch off your presentation to see you face to face. And we have from our audience just one question, if you don't mind. Yes. Zoya Ivanova wants to know that will your trading service support a fiat currency?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, for sure. And how it works in couple of crypto, because yes, we know that from crypto to fiat and vice versa is very difficult for now at this moment.
It's not difficult for us because we use сторонние сервисы.
Any kind of gateway or another outsourcing services.
Yeah, outsourcing services. We're using outsourcing services, but we do good, simple interface for it.
Perfect.
That's mean it's complicated process indeed, but for our users, it will be like that. It's only one button.
Okay, they can use just only one button and change your fiat to currency and vice versa.
Yeah,
Perfect. I'm very happy to have you here within this conference. You know, our time is over. I'm very sorry. Very interesting. Yes, we'll happy to be with you. I am encouraged our audience to vote for your project, Near a Machine. Keep in your mind. I want to say you good luck with your project, and we'll be on time within a couple of minutes. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future.
Everybody, this is day 2 of the New Economy Conference, Battle for the Future of the Blockchain. Today we have a guest, Daniel Cesar Vieira. He's the CEO of Equity. Hello, Daniel, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
You have a really interesting project. Could you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the project?
Sure. Hi, so I'm Vieira Daniel Cesar, the CEO of Equity. What is Equity? We are basically simplifying, helping the startups to get easily into the STO market. I have been, perhaps I could start with a short presentation and introduction of myself. I started to be into the coding business since 2005. I've been working in some foreign country, especially in Japan, where I stayed in total of 5 years. In fact, I have a little message for the folks who are probably going to be watching this video. Konnichiwa minasan, こちらはビエラダニエル、エクイティの CEO ですね。今日は申し訳ないですけど、今日のエクイティの紹介は英語で、それはすみません、申し訳ないですけど、もし質問があれば、ぜひ、テレグラムで私に連絡してください。So, yeah, that was it. That was a little message for the people out there.
That's fantastic.
So let's get into it. So basically, we noticed that the STO is going to be the next big revolution into the blockchain industry. There is actually an open door of $1 trillion more market. We also noticed that the STO needs more of service aggregation, standardization of process, and also decentralized procedures, such as compliance, token issuance. So to favorize the worldwide adoption of STOs, security tokens, more globally, blockchain. Equity is providing to the ecosystem, into the ecosystem, a way for the startups to easily get into the STO market with a decentralized platform. Okay. We are proposing a very simple all-in-one step, or as we call it, a one-stop shop, where you can do a token insurance, the compliance, and also we'll see later on the trading. And we're also helping startups, the blockchain startups, with the incubator. So I'm going to be introducing equity in 3 main points: the platform, the STO Plus platform, the STO Plus and what it is, and also how we help companies. So the STO Plus platform is divided in 2 parts to access for the public and the private, the business. In the business part, we provide as a service the STO Plus issuance. So the token insurance, where there is no coding needed, no technical skills, no needs for programming or complex parameter or things like that. It's going to be a very simple tunnel, very one-step tunnel to create your token. And also we are proposing the STO Plus compliance. So we ensure that everything is okay for regulation, the KYC. We're going to be checking if you are everything is correct for a worldwide compliance. So let's say you are targeting the regulation D with the SEC. We ensure that everything is fine and we process the compliance. So for the security token insurance, it's going to be a ERC 1400 in a public Ethereum network. We keep the original state of mind of the blockchain. We wanted to keep it public. Regarding the compliance, we are ensuring from A to Z with you that everything is fine in one step. It's a really important point about the service we provide. Everything is asked and collected in one time. And at the end, you get all the necessary exemptions and legal forms.
Could you just mention specifically the audience that you would like to address?
So it's going to be for public and also for private, for business. In the first place, we are targeting everything that is related to Regulation D. So it's going to be accredited investors. But later on, we are aiming and targeting a more large audience.
So what's the time period between now looking for accredited investors and in the future having a wider audience?
I think we can talk about a very tight schedule.
Right.
It's under process. And in the process we are proposing, we take care that everything is simplified, it's easy, it's not, we're not going to go back and forth asking for additional information. It's going to be a very simple and more democratic way to process that. We collect also enough information so you can target in the future other regulations as well. And then we have the STO Plus public offering side that we propose. Let me put it this way to make it simple. It's going to be a Coinbase of STO Plus. So you get a simple access, a simple regulation access, accredited investor who can go there, and also, again, the example of Reg D, Reg A that we used previously that you can apply into STO Plus public offering. So how do a project get into the STO Plus public offering platform?
Right, that's what we'd like to know.
Yeah, so that's where we came up with a concept that we call the POV. It's basically a label. The POV, it's a proof of viability, and it's a decentralized platform where we have selected noted auditors. Basically, they will be judging the project in different blocks, in different aspects, the marketing side, can be the technical side, the team, the compliance, the strategy, the communication, for instance. And that's how, at the end, they conclude if the project is viable, realistic, doable or not. It's our answer to all these crazy project. For instance, people want to create a second moon for Earth, or unrealistic project like that. That I think the community is tired of seeing.
Yeah. So you're saying the first step for the investor is to put their trust in you, and then you're going to analyze the companies that you're accepting and putting onto your system.
Exactly. When you get the proof viability label, this is the really mandatory step. Without this label, you cannot be promoted, you cannot be sponsored by and appear into the STO Plus public offering platform. So let's take, for example, a project that, and that's a point I really want to be, I think it's important. Let's say your project might pass the token insurance and the compliance in-house with us at Equity. But if you don't get this label through this decentralized platform to the community, if you don't get that, well, then you will not appear into our other platforms, which is the STO Plus public offering. There is something now that a little presentation that I would like to show you. Something that we are very proud. We've been working a lot. We've been putting a lot of effort into it. And that's the platform, a preview of it, and we hope you enjoy it. Again, there is a lot.
I think everyone's interested to see the presentation.
It's sometimes, like a good picture, a good video talks better than a long speech. So let me show you and share with you the presentation. So as you can see, we are pretty much advanced into the development of these tools. We are into the development of the alpha version, and we are building a whitelist of people who will be able to experience this alpha version. We'll be opening very shortly, very soon, a forum so you can subscribe and get access into the alpha version before the others. Now I would like to talk about the most important thing, the plus of the STO Plus, why we call that the STO Plus. So right now we are focusing into the shares, the tokenization of shares, but of course later on we can be checking and taking in charge of the kind of tokenization as well. So today, you cannot use a security token that is linked with a share or is backed with a share for a technical service. So that's when I came with the idea to use 100% of the advantage of a security token and also 100% of the advantage of a utility token. So we are not using here a ERC20, but we are technically and legally ERC 1400 compliant. So the plus here, it's a security token plus a utility token that you will be able to use into your services, into your website and tools that you will be providing. And of course, the advantage that comes with that is the fact that it's tradable in the secondary market. In opposite with,
all right, so you're saying that, because I was reading your white paper and you said that there's access to services that are lost from security tokens as opposed to a utility token. How do you make that bridge from what other this access to service and now what you're providing as an access to service?
So once you get the security token, you get as well utility token, and that's how you are able, for instance, you have services inside like tools that we provide, and to be see it a little bit like a internal coin, our internal money, that you will be using specifically for the tools and the functionalities of equity. So the bridge is very simple, as for it is in house for equity. Once you get a security token, you get a utility token as well.
Okay.
And as for the outside, then they manage, they will figure out a way to use the utility token for them into their services. Also, there is only two last points to finish with our services and tool that we provide. Is the governance. It's basically a decentralized tool that we named a community voice, that will help you to manage all the votes or the dividends, like for whom and how much and etc. And also, so again, another tool to help startups and to manage all the compliant the company governance. And also, finally, the BSE. So the BSE stands for Blockchain Stock Exchange. So basically, it's going to be seen as a NASDAQ of the security tokens, where we will be listing the companies. So it's going to be dedicated for that. It's going to be a place only to trade and the security tokens. So that's pretty much it. We did the whole round table of all the service and tools that we provide at Equity.
It's interesting you mentioned your governance system. Now, and you also talked about how you look at new projects that you're going to be bringing into your system. Is there a connection between, if I have tokens, if I've invested in your company, can I also have a say into which companies that you're bringing on board?
You can definitely be part of the decentralized judged, for example. If you are referring to POV, right?
Right.
To proof of viability.
Exactly.
So you can be both. Like you can the way that we choose the people, the judges for the project is going to be. It's more detailed on the white paper, but basically we have five judges. And at the end, they can decide either or not the project is viable or not. So having utility tokens, equity utility tokens, does not impede you, does not stop you to be also selecting a project that will be viable for proof of for STO plus platform offering.
Now, the market is changing quite a bit. How do you see the industry developing, say, in 5 years from now?
Well, it's true that there have been a lot of violent wind changes. We are pretty much confident, according to first off the $1 trillion plus market that is behind this. We also saw some very encouraging elements of information, such as Apple and Google were planning. They talked about the idea. There was attracted by the idea of having a STO-like involvement to have the securities involved into STO a security system like into the blockchain industry. So when we read this kind of stuff, it's really encouraging for us. I think there is a good future for everything related to securities into the blockchain.
Interesting. One last question. What do you think that you guys do better than your closest competitors?
Sure. Well, let's say, for example, in comparison to the competitors, we are not here just to put you in relation with authorities or notary or things like that. We are not just a peoples in between that just introduce the companies to authorities or etc. We are taking in charge the full process. We are collecting all the necessary information, and we take that in charge in our side. Also, in comparison to the competitors, we are here using a real technical and legal ERC 1400 compliance system. So I think that's for who is doing a little bit of investigation here, I think it's a very important and important point, especially when we want to be present in the future.
Well, thank you very much, Daniel. This has been Daniel Cesar Vieira, the CEO of Equity. Before we end our show, I'd like to say that the sponsor for this interview is Neuronix, the platform which carries out online monitoring and the subsequent analysis of risk factors in existing ICO projects, presented in the form of final evaluation scoring. The platform also provides potential investors with comprehensive risk-based analytical data on the analyzed projects. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Thank you for having me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronix. Neuronix is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronix user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
Hello all, ladies and gentlemen. Today is second day of our great online conference, and I'm happy to welcome Manindra Majumdar. He is presenting the company named GoFind XR, and now we are going to listen what's the company about and what's the core idea. How do you going to change this crazy world, this crazy blockchain world for our company? Your turn.
Sure. Thanks everyone. So GoFind is basically Earth's digital layer on blockchain. So if you think about it, our internet and everything that we deal with, most of it, it's all only on the information, digital information, but we live in a physical world, and GoFind is the internet of the physical world. And if we are building a layer which tokenize all the parts of the Earth by latitude and longitude, and then that's stored on the blockchain, and then now information can be shared and exchanged against all those references, and the transactions are stored on a blockchain. So that's how we are building this GoFind XR. It's Earth's digital layer on blockchain to build applications and to monetize applications.
Okay, perfect. Just it's we understand that this couple of words about projects is, but now we're just want to know much more. What's not core idea? How do you implement it? What's technically, I don't know. How do you do it technically? What we just also wanna be aware about your team, about how it's created. Yes, just give me much more information. You have a time.
Okay, so first of all, let's look at, there are two very important stakeholders here. One is how is GoFind being used by developers, and how is GoFind used by its users or its investors, right? With GoFind, you have the XR coin. The XR coin is, and we are doing the ICO for them. Investors can get take XR coin, and you stake it against digital location by using our app. But when you stake it, then you get a revenue share of activities that happen in those areas and within the network. We call this proof of geostaking, POGS. And so that's how we create a value for a token and for a location. Now the other side is the developers. The developer use our SDK, which is connected to our blockchain, which is built on Ethereum, and then they build various applications on top of it. That includes games. We have tie up with a few AR studios for building those games. We are building a real estate app, a social media app, an advertising engine, insurance. There is an insurance company using our SDK to build an insurtech for properties. So all these different apps are getting built on the SDK, and as activities happen on the network, there is a revenue share going off to the users, to the holders, the investors. So the benefit is the investors get a return, the developers get a ready blockchain SDK to work on, and they can monetize this app because not only investors get a share of the activity, but also the developer itself. And for a user, depending on how the developer makes the app, but for the user, they can potentially have all of this for free, right? So for the user, it's a very good application, except the transaction they have to make. If they have to buy a house or whatever, they pay for that, but they don't have to pay for the infrastructure. So with our ICO and everything, we make the infrastructure free for the user, and and that's kind of the GoFind ecosystem.
Okay, perfect. Now, if you don't mind, yes, I wish to introduce our technical specialist, Dmitry Solovyov. Do you have, I don't know, any questions or do you have any comments about what the Marinda talking about? Because in my understanding, this is blockchain platform, and this is, I don't know, not so much mass adoption thing. It's a thing which are prepared for developers, and for the beginning developers should understand what is about. You as technical specialist, what do you think about it?
So actually, talking about the platform, the GoFind XR, the better way is to showcase the platform, how it is working. And right now, I'm trying to buy a piece of digital land.
A piece of property.
A piece of property. And take it to my account.
Check on your MetaMask if you have a transaction pending or something.
Okay, we are going to connect to the MetaMask. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Very good.
Here is it our funds. We're ready to do that. Now, Dmitry, what are you going to do? First, you're going to buy the tokens, then property, or you're first going to choose the property, then buy the tokens?
I'm going to buy a piece of property using the Ethereum.
Oh. Okay. We're waiting for transaction. It's in processing phase.
Did you confirm on the MetaMask?
In my understanding, Dmitry is already prepared for do that.
Basically pending. It's pending.
Since it's pending. So what I see that we have a fully functionable prototype of their platform, the GoFind XR platform, and I think that it's really interesting project to follow and to discover. Manindra, could you tell about how many users are already using your product?
So we have a community of around 11,000 users who are both investors and the users, and kind of working on this platform together with us. And now, but these are all beta testers, because the whole platform is on beta. So we have not even gone to the main scale yet. And then beyond that, we have a couple of thousand users for our Android app, which is a social media app on the blockchain with extended reality. So those are pretty much two users. We have not done any advertising, any marketing, except for the fact that people that come to know us with the ICO, they come from that. I would say these are not maybe the end users that we will ultimately get, but these are more like crypto people who are interested in us as a crypto project who are currently on the platform.
That's nice that you have users on your platform, and that means that you could interact with your product, with developing with your product, and I think that you will develop your product soon, really fast. Okay, so transaction is processing right now, but I think that everything is okay.
Manindra, if you have any additional thing, if you don't know, thing or thoughts that you can add to your presentation or to your platform, you're welcome. You have a time now, just go ahead.
The other thing, our next product is coming up is what we call the XR wallet. So it's a multi-currency wallet, which you get. And what happens is with the XR wallet is, because I was telling you get a passive income. So when things are happening on the network and you have stake, like you're staking now, it automatically gets deposited in your XR wallet. So by having XR token, not only do you keep earning and have that asset appreciate, but you're also earning these other tokens, which gets deposited, and that should be coming up in roughly 2 weeks to get it started. And then we have a very talented team. So the team has been around for a long time. They have worked in other mature enterprise companies. So now we are basically for example, our CDO has worked with the various retail chains like Sears and CME, which is a big trading platform in the traditional world. He's bringing all that engineering background to us. We have people from machine learning. We have experts in DLT. So a very strong core team that's helping us build this product. Sure. The ICO is scheduled for from end of May, around roughly the 20th of May. So first we do a pre-ICO for whitelisted users, and then we do a main ICO around the beginning of the July. And then our hard cap is 25 million. Soft cap is 2 million. But right now, when you are using the product, you can still buy it, because when you're staking your ETH to the platform itself, you can get a small amount of XR even before the ICO kickstarts.
Maninder, I think the best, I don't know, not opinion, the best way to promote or to make your project happen is not doing ICO, maybe doing STO, security token, often, because in fact you are tokenizing, for example, property, tokenizing something and other things, because as we know, yes, maybe you are incorporated in your company or company not far from for Bangladesh, but now in my understanding, Security Exchange Commission also treat your project as securities, as security tokens. That's why, yes, just my advice or my comments about that. It may be great to try to make your project as STO project, because I don't know why, but now ICOs in fact is dead all over the world. But you have a very good product, you have very good idea. It's already working. Dmitry Solovyov, it's tested, it's working online. Yes, it's working for everybody. That's why we don't will be happy, will be very happy to see it really in very good manner, in very good way. Not like ICO, because it's not utility somehow. It's really security token offer, or maybe a chance to launch it on some cryptocurrency exchange. It's, I don't know, the information spread very fast, and now initial exchange offering goes worldwide. I don't know, as new hype or as new kind of investment, as new kind of investment, or new kinds of token generation. What do you think about that?
I mean, we'll definitely run through this question with our lawyers as well. Because because the XR token itself is more like a currency that is used for this staking process. Staking is only one of the ways that you can earn from it, right? But when the developers are building app on it, they have no idea about all this. They don't do this. They don't have to do the staking stuff, and users don't interact with that as well. So by looking at the full gamut, it does pass the test for utility token. Now we can still potentially make it STO if there's a big benefit, but for us, if it's already passing the test for utility, by making an STO, the problem is then we can only have the holders who are accredited investors.
Oh, you already had them.
No. If we make it an STO, most STO securities can be held by people who are accredited investors. Mainly the main countries. If you're not accredited, in many countries you cannot hold a security token anymore, or you cannot sell to the public anymore, because you're bound by the laws.
Okay, perfect. Mitri, do you have any question? Because we have to, finish our conversation. The time is very close to over.
I have the question according to the platform. So I have made the transaction of a few coins of Ethereum, and the transaction has passed. What is going to be next on the platform? So right now, I don't see any assets on my account or on the platform on your website. So
if it has passed correctly, then you should get an email, and on the platform itself, you should see all the land that you have you have it staked. Now that's the first part. The second part is as we are testing all the SDK with all the users, right? And we are launching our advertising engine on top of it. When those becomes live, then depending on how much coins, how much land you have staked, then you will get your share. So you will get a percentage of share for the whole network, and percentage of share, which is 25 miles of where you have staked. And those will get auto deposited when we have the XR wallet, and you just right now it will be in your ERC20 account that's connected to your XR token.
Can't get you.
Okay.
So did I understand you correctly that I have to wait when other people are going to invest in this land, and after this I will get the digital assets with this land. So
Yeah,
right now it's not.
right now you can only stake, but there is no all the monetization has not started. Monetization starts after the ICO. So when the monetization has started, like the advertising engine is kickstarted, then on the same account where you hold this you hold the XR tokens, there it will get auto deposited with the other tokens.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
ERC20. And later on, we will have our multi-currency wallet where the email address that you use to register, that email address will be, that address can have other tokens, not just ERC20, but other tokens as well. Because on the platform, we will not ask people to just constrain to our token. It will be like a multi-currency platform.
Okay, good, great. Dear online users, dear online interviewers, we're now being with GoFind XR project, and with us being Manindra Majumdar. Your project. I personally like your project very much. I'm sure that users also go to try it out. I don't know, now or a bit later. Just be online with us, just ask any questions which are coming from our customers or which are online interviewers. I think we are be back after a couple of minutes. Stay tuned, be with us. Thanks a lot, guys. Be online with us.
Thanks.
Bye.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium, Your money, your way.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello to all of you. Today we're on a second day, and I'm proud to introduce. For the beginning, I am happy to have the big sponsor, Altergate Company, which are sponsor of this session. We're in the session of the company's presentation, and now we're happy to present the CEO of WebSpaceX, amazing named company, Rafael Logi. I'm let you introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. In 2015, I was an individual webmaster, and I realized that in the market, the industry does not produce the true and the transparent results. The analytic tools industry, um, like I realized that there is a need of a website in which we can use many of the search engines together, or use many of the analytic tools in a same platform. So that's how I started this website project of mine, and I had a great team of about 7 to 8 people, and that's how we got started. Right now, let me open my website. Let me share my screen with you, and let me show you my project from my website. Will it be fine with you, Sergey?
Yeah. We're with you, but just mention your website. Don't do it now in online because we are all of customers have the computers and they can open it now. Yes, on this air, and just say what website is, and then you are go forward to introduce what the product about.
Okay, my website is about integrating analysis tools with artificial intelligence.
Oh, perfect.
Our aim is to provide services to millions of internet sites around the world by combining different analysis tools on a single platform. We plan to serve 150 million internet sites in the upcoming 5 years. Other than that, we will develop plugins suitable for infrastructure such as WordPress, OpenCard, and Joomla, etc. Users who want to use analysis tools will be able to purchase services with minimum fee due to crypto payment, like with the crypto payment. For example, Dogecoin, Litecoin, WSPX, Ethereum, and so on. We have optimized these plugins on our platform uh, for the time being, to be able to present them to you. In the upcoming days, we will present this platform with new innovations such as maps, click and scroll, login session records, and much more. Eventually, we will enable users to access all of these features in a single platform at a much cheaper price. So that's how it is.
Okay, perfect. I'm also wondered to know you are going to introduce as yourself experience as Weber, as websites creator, or you are going to make it, I don't know, some useful for marketing managers, for CEO, I'm sorry, for SMM managers, for SEO optimizers. Where is the goal? Where is your audience? Which kind of audience you are going to introduce in your website?
Like there are many analyzing tools. So I'm gonna make those analyzing tools like
your focus for website creators, or your focus for, I don't know, social media marketing managers?
For managers, like for the companies who are using the websites for their businesses and so on. So I'm gonna like combine the tools together, and I'm gonna give you all those tools at the same platform.
Okay, perfect. Now, where is the usage of your cryptocurrency? Where is the usage of your token for paying for what? For what?
For the stock exchange.
Okay, perfect. It works as money or it works as any service.
Uh, it doesn't work like a money. It
Mhm.
works like for share, like just like shares of a company or those things.
Okay, perfect. In my understanding, in that way, you are going to do any kind of security token offering, going to tokenize your tokens.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Can you start again? I'm sorry.
Okay, perfect. In that way, are you to use tokens within your platform as securities and going to, somehow introduce them for maybe American market or another market? Because in that way, you have to, legalize your work, your project, or something else. What's your plans?
I'm sorry again. The internet again dropped.
Okay, perfect. Once more time, yes.
Yeah.
Uh, what kind of tokens you are going to use, because now, as you say, you are going to use it as securities, and I wanted to know, yes, where you are going to introduce it for American market, for European market, or in something else.
Of course, for the American market, as something like crypto.
Okay, you are going to do STO, security token offering. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. And my last question is to the amazing name of your company, how it is come to your head, what you're interesting, why it calls Web Spacing.
Like I have a team, as I said. All of us, we sat together. We were thinking for the name for about 4 to 5 days, and that name is like, how can I say? Everybody just when they hear web space, so like their ears get open.
Okay, perfect. We don't have a lot of time, Rafi. That I think we have to end our conversation. I want to say good luck to your project. It's very interesting for webmasters, for C optimizers, for the people who are using web all over the world. It became very huge amount of people. And to our online users, just please vote for the projects. We're rating for your voting from our rating list, and be with us. We'll come back within a couple of minutes. Okay. Thank you, Rafael.
Thank you, Rafael.
The contemporary history of cryptocurrencies has comprised a big lot of invalid data for successful market behavior forecasting. We're offering you Neuronics. Neuronics is an international analytical agency providing risk assessment of investments in the blockchain economy. Our approach is based on the analysis of a big amount of cryptocurrency market historical data. The evaluation of ICO projects presupposes examining of more than 70 factors, with their influence on more than 5,000 completed ICOs. Each Neuronics user can get the full amount of analytical data for further detailed evaluation of investment risks in a certain ICO project. Based on this data, a neural network calculates the score according to our proprietary technology. Our goal is to bring back confidence and stability in the blockchain economy.
Why go crypto? Your relationship with money is hijacked by banks.
You ask for permission to send, spend, get hold of the money you've worked for your entire life. Feels like the money isn't even yours. It's time for you to take the power back. Take control of your money. Spend the money with the speed you're used to, wherever and however you want. Feel the freedom of being your own bank. Join the better future. Cryptarium. Your money, your way.
Hello, everybody. We are today on the second day of our great conference. I want to say that our sessions sponsor is Neuronics Company, analytical rating agency, and I welcome our CEO of MindBlock Company is Greg Wells. Greg, your
Hi, Sergey. Nice to see you. I'm glad to be here today. So look forward to what you want to talk about and see where we go.
Yeah, we just want to know, yes, of course, about your projects, what's your role in the blockchain industry. But for the beginning, because today we are talking, and our conversation is about projects which are being presented within our conference. We just want to know what's your project about and what's your role.
Okay, so I'm the CEO and co-founder of MindBlock, and our primary aim really is to kind of bring some trust and honesty back into the mining industry. There's a lot of scam projects that have happened over the last 12 months where investors have lost a lot of money. Companies have folded because they couldn't deliver. So our aim really is to try and turn that around, provide a service that people can rely on, that they can use, and make it a little bit more accessible for ordinary people rather than just big corporations.
Okay. For me, it's very interesting how the projects which are presenting or mining equipment or something else go to fraud or go to be scammed.
Well, how they do? Well, I think a lot of them just raise the money and then they don't deliver. They don't build a mining farm. I'm pretty sure we've seen some people on yachts on Instagram, and the money just doesn't go into the project. They also don't seem to consider the idea of being able to operate in the kind of the market as it is now. So it was all great while Bitcoin was $10,000 and you could afford expensive electricity. You need to be able to survive in this market as well. So we could survive quite easily based on our models with the crypto market as it looks today. And our aim is to get up and running, but then do what we can to reduce our costs so that we can survive even lower. So we've got some ideas that would mean that we could still remain profitable even if Bitcoin dropped to $1,100 each, which is a pretty big drop from where it is today. But being sustainable and delivering is what our aim is.
Okay, just give us a bit more information, because our voters or our users wanted to, today is voting day, and we have to know about your project much more information. Just give us, if you have a presentation, will be good. If you're not, just give us describing what's going on within your project.
So at the moment, our project, we're currently about to start our STO. So we're running this as a security token rather than a utility token, which a lot of others have done. So with our model, a token is equivalent to a preference share in a holding company. So each token equates to one share, and the holding company will own 75% of the mining service. So 75% of our profits every month will be distributed between all of our token holders, and then we'll use the other 25% for growth. So 10% will be for kind of expansion, 5% we intend to buy tokens back to remove them from circulation, and the other 10% will be to cover our operational marketing, all the boring stuff that